Guys, me again. Arsenal versus Stoke away. I know every Arsenal fan dreads it. We got them on Saturday. I mean, we won last year 4-1. Crouch got that dodgy goal where he used his hand. I think Ox got not Ox. Giroud definitely scored two. Alexis scored, and I think Ozil scored. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he scored 4-1. It looks convincing. Either way, we're never confident as an Arsenal fan or in general about playing Stoke, especially away from home. At home, we do have a decent record, and at their place, they've got a decent record. And although we've come away with victories, it is a tough one historically. Even if you look back at how many times we've encountered people, you can see us. I haven't got it to hand, but go and check yourselves. As a stark contrast to winning at home to winning away is crazy, man. It's somewhat somewhat our bogey team. I don't really necessarily believe in bogey teams, but it's hard to argue against it when you see this. So yeah, we beat them last year. In regards to them, season, in regards to now, immediately, we know we have to take 3 points. We took 3 points against Leicester. Whatever way we said about it, let's forget about it. We know it was a joke thing, in the first half, and it was somewhat a tale of two Arsenals and something we've always seen. Either way, we've come away with the 3 points. We now need to take 3 points from this. Why? Because we've got Liverpool in the next game. I mean, the game after that, Liverpool. We haven't taken points off them in a minute. They've battered us in recent years. I mean, if we defend how we did against Leicester, with Okazaki and Vardy, they punished us. What do you think Firmino and Mane, who I rate highly, and Coutinho, should he be there? Probably not. Hopefully he's not. But should he be there? They're got them sort of players are going to savage us, and there's not going to be this comeback 4-3 business. The game is going to be shut out, so we need to improve defensively, especially away from home. Typically, we do defend better away from home of recent seasons. In my opinion, we do appear a bit calmer at times. Our away support is substantially an improvement versus at home. There's no disrespect, but we know clearly there's a problem with the atmosphere at the Emirates for whatever reason. Away from home is better. So you'd expect us to win. We need to take points. I believe Stoke lost to Everton in the first game of the season. They've got some decent additions. Obviously, they brought in Zuma, decent centre half. He's getting games. Don't really know his fitness at the start of the season and how he's been doing in pre-season, but he's someone I do like, and yeah, he'll give us tough problems. They've got Hesse, who allegedly is about to sign for them. Obviously, we know they've got Bojan, who was loaned out, I think, last year, but he's still there. Shaqiri's going to give us problems. They've got players to cause us problems. Now, it's not, they've got Charlie Adams. We know he might not be something to write home about, but we know he's going to foul us and kick us left, right, and centre. And although it might not be the Stoke of old and the Tony Pulis, they were a bit more solid at set pieces, a bit more builders, like brute sort of style. A lot of them sort of foundations arguably are still there because they do cross more than us. That's a fact. I think even I even got it for you, guys. If you give me a second, crossing they did 718. We did 697. Conceded 56 versus 44. That's not some. We've conceded 44. They've conceded 56. You'd think defensively we're better than them, but then if you look at clean sheets, they've had 11. We've had 13. That's a neck and neck. There's not much in it. They've won more aerial duels than us. They're taller than us naturally, without me knowing that. They're definitely going to put crosses in. We know our Arsenal handbook. You remain compact defensively. You don't allow us any space apart from down the sides. You let us get false confidence. And then you counter attack us. You make the most of your set pieces. You have half a chance. So yeah, we kind of know what to expect. Like I said, it's not the same Stoke as late, but it is the same. It is some sort of same principles. Team news, they've also got Darren Fletcher who can cover a lot of ground. If they play him and Charlie Adams, it's going to kick us and whatnot. I've always liked Darren Fletcher. But yeah, in regards to team news, he said it's too early for Alexis. He's training and he's training well. Personally, I would start him, but I mean I'm not a fitness person. If he's not fit, he's not fit. Definitely have him on the bench. There's no need to necessarily risk him because you want him for the Liverpool game. But maybe just bring him on the last 20, 30 minutes, let him have a run out, get a little bit of the cobwebs out. So he's just that ever bit slightly fitter playing Liverpool. And we all know football is a game of inches, and all these sort of things can make the difference. He said Mustafi will be back. Coughlin will be back. He played got a couple minutes against Derby on Monday, so he'll be back. So Wilshere's not back yet. He played against Derby. He said Wilshere might play against City for the under-23s again, and then he might get a bring in and things like that. Still working his way from fitness. Still hasn't completed a 90-minute game in pre-season. Still getting minutes under him. He said Mertesacker could be back. So yeah, it looks like players are returning. So in regards to who we're going to start with this side, I don't know. There's a lot of question marks. Do we start Mertesacker because you saw the lack of leadership against Leicester on Monday, or do we go with Monreal, Holding and Mustafi, give or take whichever side you want to put them all. I would kind of say I want Mustafi in the middle, but purely to protect Monreal, I might say him in the middle or Chambers in the middle. So either way, we know Chambers has done very well down the side, but that'd probably be my defense. We know Koscielny's not here. I think he's got a 3-game ban, so he's done Leicester. This will be his second, and then he's got to ride the Liverpool one. Then he's back, checking goal, of course. We know Monreal is going to start, so realistically, he's going to start. And right now, you can make a case Chambers probably isn't going to get any minutes. And after Liverpool away last year, I know it's only Stoke, but you don't really want to take any risks and put 2 young boys there, and they might get savaged because Lesniak has to start on the left. I want to put Ox in the middle, but I'm going to say Ox on the right because I think Bellerin did okay against Leicester, and I think Ox was very good, and he's made that right back position his own. I like him in the middle, but I'm going to say Ox on the right. So that's the five defenders, or give or take, well, the 3 defenders and the 2 wide men. Ozil's got to obviously be there. Now, the midfield, there's a lot of debate. El Nene, we know he plays it safe, but he did okay against Leicester, and he did get an assist, and he does play all right, and we're going to need to cover a lot of grounds because they're going to kick us about and make the most of aerial duels, and they're going to get players down the flanks, and we're going to need to quickly turn over from defence and attack. El Nene is very mobile, and he's a decent tackler. He's not necessarily aggressive. By that same logic, if we are going to have a dog fest in the middle and Charlie Adams and etc. are going to kick us, you've got to put Coquelin in. So I really have a conundrum as to who to put in midfield. Xhaka's definitely got to be one. You know what? For the purpose of being fit, you know what? Ramsey. Ramsey, tell him to just keep it simple, and we need them runs in behind, because at least they will pull. Stoke defenders will have to be pulled back, and then it's just a case of hopefully taking our chances. So I'd say Ramsey, Xhaka, and Ozil together. You've got to get Lacazette. Lacazette's obviously the big man. He's got to start. I would love Alexis, but he's not here. Now, Wells and Giroud. Now, they're both the same height, but Giroud is better at headers, and he is better from headers, and he'll give us a lot defensively, defending headers against Stoke. And he's been in good form off the bench and things like that. When he's like that, he deserves to start. Wells has a good game in every department more time, apart from being scoring and being clinical. He's never going to be a clinical finisher, but you know what you're getting with Wells, and I think he played all right against Leicester. We were so-so. Everybody has a case of being so-so, but he weren't one of the worst. So I have a conundrum. I'd say, do you know what? I'm actually going to say Giroud, you know. But then if you start Giroud and it isn't going our way, who do you bring off the bench? There's Theo, but then Giroud gives us a presence, and you've seen when they both come off the bench. I don't know, guys. I'd love for you guys to tell me who you want to start. Like I said, I don't know, to be honest. This is a tough one. I just need us to get 3 points, and then we go to Liverpool. I think we have Bournemouth after that. So we don't know how the Liverpool game's gonna go. Of course, I'd take a point. I'd love to win because we haven't beaten them. But it's all about that sort of stuff and forward thinking, guys, and just starting off the season well, because we haven't started off the season well in recent years. We have to take 3 points is the underlying factor for me. Like I said, get in the comments if you have a different matchday squad. Get in the comments anyway. Subscribe, like. Thank you very much, guys. Deludi Guna, I'm out. Thank you very much, guys.